Right, next question, everybody. Very few questions only. I don't confuse your mind. Very few questions only will solve and will make it. So all of you write next question. A body falling from rest. A body falling from rest. Please mute them. Falling from rest. Has a velocity v after its fall. Has a velocity. Be very careful. Everything is imagination and word questions only. Velocity v after its fall through a distance h. After its fall through a distance how much amma? Distance h. LMA clear? Everyone. Next. Full stop. Find the distance it has a fall down. Find the distance it has a fall down in terms of h further. Find the distance it has a fall down. Find the distance it has a fall down. It has a fall down. Fall down. In terms of h further. In terms of h further. For its velocity to become double. For its velocity. For its velocity to become what, Amma? To become, respond, Ra.
Double, become double.
Okay, that is what you have to remember. So, first, before going to study this question, I want to teach you two things. Let us remember, recall what we already studied. It's very, very simple. So now you understand this first. By seeing this question, immediately something should come into your mind. Anybody can tell me? That is what, like either it is falling towards the ground, freely falling body, or throwing against to the gravity. That is the first thing you should identify. Everyone.
Freely falling.
Yes, please. Freely falling body. So if it is a freely falling body, you tell me initial velocity of the body is what? If it is a freely falling body, initial velocity of the body is what? Everyone?
0.
0. Very good. Very good. Now, when I keep on going, Mr. Nivedan, observe, somebody is, I think, this is parents disturbance. Just check it out. Now, if you keep on coming, check it, all of you observe very carefully. I will come to this level. By the time I will attain some velocity. My velocity increases or decreases compared to initial. I will attain some velocity v. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes, please. Teriyada? When I keep on coming down, before touching the ground, I'm having a what? Before touching the ground, I'm having a what, Amma?
Maximum velocity.
Yes, please. Before touching the ground, what I'm having, Shivani?
Maximum velocity.
Means in the sense of, from this point, velocities keep on increasing. Am I right or wrong? Yes, please. When I keep on coming down, velocities keep on increasing. Then only before touching the ground, it will become maximum. Am I right or wrong? That is what my question. Not speaking, you can leave from the meeting. No issues. You understand, everybody? What I'm saying? If I am keep on coming down, before touching the ground, body is having maximum velocity. Of course, we all know that. Doesn't mean that continuously it is traveling with a 0 and suddenly it become maximum, or from the 0 it is continuously increasing to become maximum. That is what my question. What will happen?
Sir, it's continuously increasing.
Yeah, continuously it will increases, and before touching the ground it will become what, Lingesh? It will become
Maximum.
Clear? Now, I will take 3 different points. Observe very carefully. This is my initial point where initial velocity is what? 0. Am I right or wrong? All of you? And here is the final velocity. Final velocity is the maximum. Let me take. Now, this point, let me take velocity is V1. This point, velocity is V2. Now you tell me, Compared to initial position, V1 is bigger or smaller? Everybody.
Bigger.
Bigger, correct? Compared to at this level, the velocity at this point, compared to at this point velocity is more or less? Everybody.
More.
More. And compared to this point before touching the ground, velocity is more or less? Everyone.
More.
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 You understood this concept? Everybody clear? Yes?
Sir.
The
Yes, sir.
same thing you apply here. Read the question now. Any one of you, read the question loudly, fastly. Make it quick now.
A body falling from rest has a velocity v after its fall through a distance.
Yeah, read. Till there you read, Lingesh. First statement. A body falling from rest has a velocity v after its fall through the distant h. Means in the sense of, is it reach the ground or only travel some distance? Everyone. It travels some distance. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Others respond. So let me consider body is at certain point P. Initially at body is at certain point P. So it traveled certain velocity, certain distance. By that time its velocity become what? Everybody. What is the velocity of the body?
V.
Yes, please. V. Am I right or wrong? Please respond, Ra. So that
Yes,
point,
sir.
let me assume Q. What is that point? Everyone? Q.
Q.
And what is the height? What is the distance traveled by that till that they have given in the question? What is the distance traveled that?
H.
H. Okay, wow. Clear, Lingesh? So velocity is V and the distance traveled that point is Q. Now, again it is started travel towards the downward direction somewhere. Either it will reach the ground or not, I don't know. Somewhere. Let me take that point is R. What is that point, everybody? R. By the time when the body reaches to that point, some other x distance or h dash distance, the velocity become what? They are saying that. Velocity becoming what? Yes, please. Velocity becoming what? They mentioned here question. Finding the distance it has a fall down in terms of h, further for its velocity becomes what, Amma? Everybody.
Double.
Velocity becomes double. Understanding? So initially it is traveled some distance h. After traveling some distance h, its velocity become what? V. Now again it is traveled some distance h dash. I'm assuming as a h dash. By the time where its velocity become how much, guys? Velocity become how much? Everybody. Respond, Ra. Double.
2v.
Double means 2 times of V. Am I right or wrong? Hey, like a dumb fellows, you people are, you
Yes.
get up, man, you people waste fellows, you never having interest to study. You understood or the other you want to repeat?
Yes,
Means
sir.
again I will repeat it. Simply sitting means what is that? Are you people are dumb fellows? Otherwise, am I a dumb fellow? You tell me. So what is the question they are saying? A body falling from rest has a velocity V after its fall through the distance h. Means after traveling h distance, it is having a velocity of how much, guys? Everybody? V. Okay. So as we know that acting downward direction. So G is positive or negative? Everybody.
Positive.
Here also G is acting downward direction. G is positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay. So let it write that is case 1. All of you. So case 1, whatever you understand, tell me fastly. Initial velocity. PQ. PQ is my case 1. So let me take that is the S1 and this is the S2. Everything. Now tell me case 1. What is the PQ point? PQ is that is. So what is the distance traveled by the body? H. What is the velocity acquired? Initial velocity is 0. What is the velocity acquired by the body after a certain time?
V.
V1. Let me take V1. Okay, Agalya, this is V1 and this is V2. Is it okay, everybody? Yes, please. And this is initial velocity is 0. Okay. Now, velocity acquired by the body is V. Any problem for anybody? Respond. And what is the acceleration? Let me take this is A1. Okay. And this is A2. Let everything, I'm assuming. So acceleration is A1. So which equation you will apply? Everyone tell me. No time is mentioned. So which equation you will apply?
Second equation.
Second. Wow, super.
Third.
Second.
Third equation.
Third, sir.
Third equation. So what is the third equation? Everybody speak. V square minus U square is equals to 2G.
2GT.
Okay. Yes or no? Respond. That is. So we all knows that initial velocity is what? Initial velocity is what? 0.
0.
Now, so V square is equals to 2GH. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Let me take this is equation number 1. Any problem for anybody? I want to know.
No, sir.
Yes, that is. Next. Second time consider only this one. Again, initial velocity is what? 0. It is traveled certain distance. That is what h dash. And by that time, at this point, velocity become double. That is what V2. What is the velocity double means? How many times? 2 times of V. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes. Respond, Ra. So
Yes,
that
sir.
is the point from where to where?
Yes, sir.
The point from P to Q or Q to R? Q to
Q to R.
Q to R. That is what you have to remember. Any problem for anybody? You can ask me. So that is what I'm assuming. So what I assumed Q to R, what is the height? I assumed as a height. What is that? H dash. Clear? Yes, please respond. So yes to distance traveled by the body.
Initial velocity 0?
Because body is coming from the same position. Yes or no, Agalya? Beginning point is 0 only.
But at that point, the velocity is V only, no, sir.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying. We have to be careful here. It is a midpoint. It doesn't matter for us. Understand? It is a same journey, Agalya. It is the same journey. Clear? So by reaching this point, your velocity become V. By reaching this point, your velocity become 2V. So what is the common point here? Both the things you are starting from the initial velocity 0 only. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? Understand, Amma?
Yes, sir.
So S2 is equals to H dash. Next. Tell me next, what is that? Initial velocity. Let me take here U1 and here U2. So U2 is equals to 0. Then V2 is equals to 2 times of V. Then A2 is equals to what? Again, G only. Yes or no? Others?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, that's
Yes, sir.
again which equation will apply? Fastly.
Third equation.
Third equation. only.
Third
So V
equation.
square minus U square is equals to 2GH. Understand? Agalya Purima.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
initial velocity is 0. So final velocity, what is the final velocity? 2V whole square. V 2V whole square. 2 into G into H H dash. Okay. So 2V whole square means what, guys? Everybody respond. 4V square is equals to Endara?
4V square.
4V square is equals to what is that? What is that? 4V square is equals to 2GH1. Yes. Here we are doing a mistake. Very good. So the mistake which we have done is, now only I am also thinking. Yes, second case, initial velocity is not 0. What is the initial velocity? Agalya? Thank you, Agalya. So initial velocity for the second case is not the 0. So first case, initial velocity is 0. And this is the final velocity. For second case, this is the initial velocity. And this is the what? Everybody? Final velocity. Sorry, Amma. So you can rectify that. So second case, from Q to R, initial velocity is V. And what is the final velocity, everybody? Final velocity is
2V.
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 Yeah, very good. Who told Agalya only? Correct, Agalya? Who told that? Agalya only. So, okay, thank you. So initial velocity is not 0. So you can make it. What is the U? U means V. So 2V square minus V square. So you can write it. So 4V square minus V square. How much it will come? Everybody. 3V square equals to 2GH1. So let me take this is equation number 2. Till here, any doubt anyone can ask. Clear, guys? All of you?
yes, sir.
Yes. Now, so both equations, if you compare, so divide equation 2 with equation 1. All of you do it and tell me. So divide equation 2 with equation 1. So equation 2 is 3V square by equation 1 is V square is equals to 2GH dash divided by 2GH. So 2G will get cancelled. V square will get cancelled. So you'll get 3 is equals to H dash by H. So from that, H dash is equals to how much, Amma? H dash is equals to how much? Everybody? Yes, please.
3h.
H. Understanding? So, to obtain the velocity V, if it travels h distance means to obtain the two times of that double the velocity, it will travel how much distance? Everybody? 3 times of h. Do you all understand? Everybody? Clear? So why, sir? So as we all know, when the body is coming downwards, it is continuously accelerating motion or non-accelerating motion. Yesterday also I taught you. It is the
Accelerating motion.
so that keep on coming so that it will cover more distance in the less time period. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes,
That is
sir.
what you have to remember. Because here initial velocity is 0. Here the velocity is v. When it will comes to this point, velocity become 2 times. Means in the sense of it will cover more distance or less distance. Everybody? It will cover more distance in less time. That is why if we consider this is h means, then from here to here it will cover how many times, Amma? 3 times of h. Clear? That is what you have to remember. Hope everybody understand. Mr. Lingesh, clear this question, Nivedan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
solve
sir.
it. Everybody solve it. Neatly solve. That is what is very, very tough. Unless you understand, you cannot be. Very careful. Do it quickly.
Sir,
Yeah.
how is 3h, sir?
3 times of h. We are calculating that is what, Shivani, when the body is coming down, see that initial velocity is what, Shivani? 0. Correct? Now,
Yes, sir.
velocities keep on increases means, then definitely the distance covered by the body is also increases. Am I right or wrong? So,
Yes, sir.
after traveling certain height, a certain distance, the velocity of the body become v. Velocity become v. Now they are asking, at a certain point, we don't know that point. At certain point, velocity become 2 times of this double. Then what is the distance it is covered? They are asking. So you tell me, if the body is having more speed, so that it will cover more distance or less distance? Speed is more, then distance covered by the body is also increases. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So for this one, I am applying the case initial velocity is 0, final velocity is v. Then second case, I am applying initial velocity is v and final velocity is 2 times of v. That is what double. Then I am applying this height is h and this height is h dash. I am applying third equation of motion for both the cases and I am finding it. Is it okay, everybody?
Okay, sir.
Understand now?
Yes, sir.
Hope everybody understand this question. Is it interesting or not question? Mari? No doubt.
Sir, I am in out of station, sir.
Okay,
So
Mari.
that
Yeah. Nivedan Salda, Lingesh, Pranav, Sangamitra,
Yes, sir.
Alpin, any doubt, Alpin, anywhere, particularly anywhere you have doubt, you ask me, Alpin, I'll explain again. No issues. But anyhow, who told that initial velocity is not 0? That is, I also really forgot that point. Thank you, Amma. We have solved plenty of sums in first chapter. Do you remember? So many cases like body is moving from A to B, B to C, C to D, like that. Yes, please. A to B, C to that is what. So initial velocity at this point is 0. Then it reaches to the B point, it will attain the velocity is V. Then that is the final velocity. Am I right or wrong, everybody? Yes? Then that will become the initial velocity of the second case. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Yes? And it will attain the final
Yes, sir.
velocity. And that will become the initial velocity for third case. Like that, we have solved so many sums. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Clear, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Do it, complete it fast. Don't having any problem in this question, ask me. Alvin, I asked you, but you not responded. Agalya, okay, Agalya, Shivani.
Yes, sir.
Try to solve, don't try to copy. If you copy, nothing will happen. Sir, you might be asking question, sir, why are you dividing equation 2 with 1? Because we want h dash. That is why h dash is divided. Understand, Amma? If you want, you divide 1 with the 2 also, but lastly, you can find the relation. Nothing is there. Everything is simple. Okay. Sir, if you want, you can divide like that also. You can see that. So I will divide it. So v square 1 with the 2, v square divided by 3v square is equals to 2gh divided by 2gh dash. Am I right, everybody? Correct? All of you?
Yes, sir.
That's all. So v square will get cancelled. 2g will get cancelled. H by h dash is equals to 1 by 3. Reciprocal I will make
Sir,
it.
sir, 2h dash only, sir, numerator.
No. I divided 1 with the 2 now. Understand, Lingesh? 1 with
Yes,
the
sir.
2. Yeah. I am making reciprocal. So h dash by h is equals to 3. Am I right or wrong? 3 by 1. So h dash is equals to 3 times of h. You got the same answer or not? Everybody? Understand? Mama?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Yes, sir.
whatever you can do it, there is no kind of compulsion, but you have to understand the question. That is what is needed. Is it very easy or tough? Very tough, huh?
Very easy, sir.
Yeah, easy when you understand the concept. If not, it is not. But this is what is the expected level for foundation now. Everybody's need to 11th and 12th, all the ways the questions will be like this only. You never find any values like simplest ways. You should remember. So for solving this question, you have to remember 2 points. What is that? A body, if it is in free fall, it is accelerated, continuous accelerated motion, so that it will cover unequal distances. Like when the speed keep on increases, the distance covered by the body is also increases. Am I right or wrong, everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what. So for example, I'll draw the ball, you can remember. Of course, third chapter will study gravitation. For a certain time period, if it travel this much distance, next certain time period, it may travel this much distance, free fall ball. And next certain time period, it may travel what? More distance, because when it is a what motion? Accelerated motion. Clear, everybody? Understand, Amma? So they are not equal. So here distance covered by h. Let me take this is h2 and this is h3. So who is greater? H3 is greater than h2 is greater than h1. Is it okay, everyone? Because it is continuous. It is continuous accelerated motion. Understand, Shivani? If you remember that, you can solve anything. Okay? Clear? Okay, next question. Can I say next question? Ready? No, not ready. Right. Next question. A ball takes t seconds to fall from a height h1. A ball takes, very important. A ball takes, is it interesting questions? A ball takes t seconds. A ball takes t seconds to fall from a height h1. Height h1. Next. And 2t seconds to fall from a height h2. 2t seconds. 2t seconds to fall from a height. What is that, guys? Height h2. Okay. So for h1 height, it is taking t seconds, and h2 height, it is taking how much second, Amma? Everybody.
2t seconds.
2t seconds. Then find the ratio of h1 and h2. Mudinjicha question. Then find the ratio of h1 and h2. Very, very simple question. Let me explain. Anybody can give the clue at least, sir, how to solve. Any one of you. Imagine two cases. That's all. If you imagine two cases, you can able to solve it. So first case, definitely you see, guys. Second case, time is more. So that height h2 is more or less. You can understand by this time it is saying that. Yes, please. All of you. Nobody. Okay. Shall we start now? I'll tell you. So two cases again. Case one. So case one, solungama, everyone. Girls will say case one, boys will say case two. Case one. Respond, amma. What is the height falling from the body?
H1.
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 Height h is equals to h1. Time taken t is equals to.
T1.
Yeah.
T1 seconds.
So height h is equals to h1. Time t is equals to t1. Puriyumo. Okay. Boys, case 2 to solunga thambi. Boys, everybody, case 2. Height h is equals to. Height h is equals to h2.
H2.
Yeah. Time t is
H2.
equals to. Time t is equals to.
2T.
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 Okay, this is T1. See,
2T.
T1 is T. Okay, not T, this is. And T2 is what? T2 is what? Everybody.
2T.
Yeah, that is. Purima, understood? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now, time and height, ரெண்டு மட்டும்தான் உங்களுக்கு ஒரு equation இருக்கா? Check all your shortcuts and tell me time and height relation. Yes, please. Only time and height relation. We know that shortcut formula. Any one of you? Yes.
T plus 0.
T is equals to. T is
T is
equals
equal
to.
to.
Check the formulas, shortcut formulas. Your notebook you have. I don't have a notebook. You have to check
T
it.
is equal to root over 2h by g.
Very good, Lingesh. Give me a big clap. Really, that is what I wanted. Because only 2 and h, T and h மட்டுமே இருக்கா. G is constant. We all know. Yes or no? All of you. Yes, Ra?
Yes, sir.
Nobody is saying. Okay, that's fine. We'll solve. Shall we start now? Everybody? Yes, Abhirami also found it. Very good. So, this is falling from certain height. I don't know. That height is h and the time taken is t. Okay, a ball is falling. Next, this body is falling from another height h. Okay, h2. This is h1 and this is time is t. And this is h2 and time is what? Everybody, time is 2t. Okay, now, so we know that. What is the time and height relation? We know time t is equals to what? Everybody, root over
Root over 2h by g.
2h by g. Okay, that's all. Now, forget about that. Now, send this square to this side. Then what will happen? It's one. T square is equals to 2h by g. Am I right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, all of you. Now, observe the relation between height and time. That's all you can get the answer. What is the relation between height and time? Time h is directly proportional to square of time. Am I right, everyone? Agalya, Shivani? H is directly proportional to t square. Is it right or wrong?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? All of you.
One doubt, sir.
Let's ask me, man.
Sir, doubt.
Ask Ra.
Sir, doubt.
Ask me. Ask Marie. I'm calling
Sir,
you.
why we are finding the time, sir?
Huh?
So why we are finding the time? They asked to find the rational for
Ratio of
height
height
only,
only,
no,
correct,
sir.
Mari. The given data is only time and height. We don't have any other option. Am I right?
Yes,
Understand?
sir.
Clear, Mari?
So first of all, we need to find the h, sir.
Clear? You understand now?
Yes, sir.
Very simple. Now you see, I will find it. Okay, guys, what is the relation between time and height? Everybody? H is directly proportional to square of time period. Am I right, everyone? Yes, please.
Yes, sir.
Then apply for the case 1. Case 1, time is t. T square is equals to 2h by g. Equation number 1. Am I right? Case 2, apply Ra. Case 2, what is that? T means what? 2t square, which is equals to 2h by g. Is it right? This is h1 and this is h2. I'm assuming. Correct or not? All of you? Yes, Ra. Equation 2. Now, So you can find the ratios. H1 by H2 you can do it, or whatever you can do it. Divide equation 1 by 2, you can get it. So what is the equation 1? T square divided by. Equation 2, how much it will come, Amma? Which is equals to 4t square. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Nobody will respond. What I
Yes,
should
sir.
do? Yeah. 4t square, which is equals to what, Ra? 2h1 by g divided by 2h2 by g. So which is equals to a by b divided by c by d. Can I write as a by b into d by c? Write it or wrong? Yes.
Yes, sir.
That is
Yes,
what.
sir.
So 2h1 by g into g1 by 2h2. So gg will get cancelled, 2 will get cancelled. Next, t square will get cancelled. That's all. So what is the answer? 1 by 4 is equals to h1 by h2. So h1 is to h2, which is equals to what is the answer?
1:4.
1:4. Means H2 is how many times of H1, Nivedan? H2 is how many times of H1? 4 times of
4.
4 times of H1. Clear? Understood or not? 1:2 Lingesh.
Yes.
That's all. You made a mistake, correct, Lingesh? You not did the square. Correct? 2t square means 2 square t square. Okay, Lingesh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How many of you understand this question? Any doubt? Anyone can ask. Pranav? Purima Pranav? Sangamitrai? Princy?
Yes, sir.
So H2 is how many times? H2 is how many times longer? H2 is 4 times longer than or 4 times more than H1. That is what you have to remember. Like you can consider if suppose this is the H1 height, then 4 times of it. That is what 4H. 4H1 is equals to H2. That is the body 2. Okay, guys. Then time is 2t and here time is 30. Prima, even. Sir, if it is comes in MCQs, directly people can say, how? I will say. What is the relation between H and the T square? Everybody. What is the time and H relation? H is directly proportional to what? H is directly proportional to what, Ra?
T square.
T square.
Very simple. So you can see here. So first case, H is directly proportional to T square. So case number 1. Now T become what? T become what, Ra?
2t.
Okay. 2 become 2t. Then what is the new height they are asking? Very simple. So H1, H2 is directly proportional to, instead of t, we will write 2t whole square. So HT is directly proportional to 2t square means what? 4 times of t square.
4.
Am I right or wrong? That's all. Then H2 is directly proportional to 4
Sir,
times
one doubt,
of,
sir.
yeah, which is equals to H1. That's
Sir,
all.
why we are taking t equals to, sir? We can also take h equals to, no, sir.
What, Mari?
Sir, you are taking t equals to root 2g by h, no,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, Mari. Okay, you take Mari. H is equals to t square g by
Instead
2.
of that, we can
Okay,
take
Mari.
h is equal to.
Okay, Mari. H is equals to t square g by 2. Okay, wow. Let us solve, Amma. Mari is expecting in this way. Okay, Ma. Now see
Sir,
that.
no, sir.
Yeah,
Not in this
wait.
manner, sir.
Let me see it. H root over 2h by g. Okay, Mari. Can I write it as this one? 2 square is equals to 2h by g. From that, h is equals to what? Everybody tell me. T square into g divided by 2. Okay, Mari. Now, two cases. Case 1, h1 is equals to t square into g by 2. h2 is equals to 2 times of t. So, 2t square g divided by 2. Okay, Mare? Now, divide h1 divided by h2, which is equals to t square g by 2 divided by 4t square g by 2. So, 2 will get cancelled, g will get cancelled, and t square will get cancelled, which is equals to 1 by 4. Have I got the same answer or not? Prima, Mare? Understand? So you can do the cross multiplication. So H1 by H2 is equals to 1 by 4. So do the cross multiplication. H2 is equals to 4 times of what?
Sir.
Hmm.
Can we take h is equal to half gt square?
Mari, H is equals to half GT square. This is
Yes,
only
sir.
correct, Mari. The formula we are forming here. This is only the formula. You take this also. What's wrong in that? Yeah, substitute it. Okay. if you want this one, because you are taking initial velocity is 0, so that you are removing s equals to ut plus half at square. This way are removing that, so you are saying that can I take this one? Is it your question? Yes, that's all, Mari. Correct. So h1 is equals to half gt square. Proceed. h2 is equals to half into g into 2t square. So what will happen? If whatever you do, Mari, that is what your style is your style. You no need to depend on teachers much. That is what unique style. If I teach, you people can proceed with the many. So half of will get cancelled, GG will get cancelled, TT will get cancelled. 1/4 directly we are getting answer. Yes or no? Yes, Mari. That's all, which is equals to. So H2 is equals to 4 times of H1. Got the same answer or not? Yes?
Yes, sir.
Everybody, your choice, whatever it is. But the formula which we know is shortcut formula. We have written T is equals to root over 2H by G. Am I right, Mr. Lingesh? Correct?
Yes, sir.
That is the reason. Okay, Mari. Your convenient, whatever your
Yes,
convenient,
sir.
you can proceed it. Okay, guys?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Tell me, what else others having doubt? Ask me. Tell Ra. Any doubt for anybody?
No, sir.
Okay. Solve these 2 questions alone. Then tomorrow, more even tough question I will teach you. By the time you'll understand. Sorry, okay, Mari?
Yes, sir.
See, analyzing is very important. You should understand that. Then only you can able to solve it. Otherwise, very, very tough to solve. Okay, this is very good. See, Mari wants to
Okay.
solve it this way. Another one wants to solve in this way. Whatever the way, final answer we got 1:4 only. So H2 is 4 times of H1. If you get this answer, that's enough for us. Clear? Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's all you have to remember. Anyone having any problem, you can ask. This is what about it. So solve only these 2 questions. Once again, you make revision. Anyone having any doubt, you can ask me in next class. And next class, I am not even